During the darkest days of World War II, one woman risked her life to save 2,500 children from certain death without ever asking for recognition. This is the incredible, untold story of Irena Sendler, the mother of the Jewish children. Irena Sendler was a Polish social worker and a true hero during one of history's darkest chapters, World War II, often called the mother of the Jewish children. Sendler's courage, compassion, and determination to save lives made her one of the most remarkable figures of the Holocaust era. Irena Sendler was born in 1910 in Warsaw, Poland, into a Catholic family. From an early age, she was taught the values of compassion and helping others. In the 1930s, she began working as a social worker, where she became increasingly aware of the dire conditions that Jews in Poland were facing under the oppressive rule of the Nazi regime. When the Nazis invaded Poland in 1939, they quickly began enforcing brutal anti-Semitic laws. In 1940, the Jewish population of Warsaw was forced into the Warsaw Ghetto, where conditions were horrific, with many people starving and dying from disease. It was here that Irena Sendler, already a social worker, became aware of the need to help. In 1942, when the Nazis began deporting Jews from the Warsaw Ghetto to concentration camps, Irena was determined to act. Despite the immense risk, she joined the Polish resistance group Segota, which was dedicated to helping Jews escape Nazi persecution. Using her position as a social worker, Irena was able to gain access to the ghetto under the guise of providing medical care and aid. She began smuggling Jewish children out of the ghetto, hiding them in ambulances, trucks, and even suitcases, sometimes passing them off as Polish children or Catholic children to protect their identities. She placed the children with Polish families, orphanages, and convents, ensuring they would be raised away from the Nazis' death grip. Over the course of 2 years, Irena Sendler saved over 2,500 Jewish children, secretly documenting their real names and placing them in safe homes. She kept a record in jars, which she buried in her yard, so that, after the war, the families could be reunited with their children. In 1943, Irena's efforts were discovered, and she was arrested by the Gestapo. She was tortured brutally, but she never revealed the identities of the children or her colleagues. The Nazis sentenced her to death, but the Polish resistance managed to bribe her guards and smuggle her out of prison, saving her life. Irena went into hiding for the rest of the war, but she never stopped working to protect the Jewish people. After the war, Irena Sendler continued her efforts to help the Jewish community. She worked to reunite some of the children she had saved with their families, though many were never found due to the scale of the destruction. Her role in rescuing the children remained a secret for many years, as she chose not to seek attention for her actions during the war. However, in 1965, she was recognized by Yad Vashem, the Holocaust Memorial in Israel, as one of the righteous among the nations for her role in saving Jewish lives. She was awarded numerous honors and recognition later in her life, but she remained humble, always downplaying her heroism and focusing on the lives of the children she had saved. Irena Sendler's story remained relatively unknown to the world until the 1990s, when a group of American high school students uncovered her story and brought it to public attention. In 2000, the students created a play called Life in a Jar that told her story, which then spread internationally. Irena passed away in 2008 at the age of 98. Her bravery, selflessness, and determination to save others from the horrors of the Holocaust continue to inspire generations. She is remembered as one of the most courageous women of World War II.